against Cork are pleased to have former All-Star Anthony Lynch back in their ranks this afternoon. His injury has cleared up sufficiently and he returns at left corner back to the exclusion of Kieran O'Connor. Elsewhere, under-21 captain Colm O'Neill remains at full forward after his late call up against Donegal on a day when Graham Canty plays his 40th championship match. Well, Tyrone are forced into making one late change and it's of huge significance. Sean Cavan has been feeling unwell and won't start the match, so Tommy McGuigan comes in on the 40. The other change made during the week was the recall of fit again Enda McGinley. He plays in midfield as partner for Kevin Hughes. So the scene is set. It's a match which has certainly grabbed the attention of many, many people all around the country, indeed watching all around the world. Let's hope it provides the entertainment. John Bannon from Longford is in charge. His linesmen, Derek Fahey from Longford and Sil Doyle from Wexford. And interesting that Graham Canty has gone on to McMahon straight away. As the ball is thrown in, match underway, and straight away it's Cork who get it there with Nicholas Murphy. Handled there on the ground by Conor Gormley, and it's got to be a free in, a technical error by the Tyrone full back, and it gives Cork an opportunity to get the first point of the match. Well, the breeze here, Martin, is swirling around quite a lot.
Yeah, and I think that was a bad call, actually. I think he got his foot under the ball quite clearly.
Donnacha O'Connor. Straightforward opportunity for him to put it over the bar, and he's missed it.
Well, I think there's a certain justice in that, because there shouldn't have been a free in that time.
Mickey Hart there with Tony Donnelly alongside him. And in space here is Ryan McMenamin, the left corner back who loves to attack. Point already in this year's championship, and he's got the opening point of the day here. Cork were ball watching, not concentrating. McMenamin nipped in and put it over. Tyrone lead.
It's an indication of how adaptable they are. Again, he manoeuvred his way forward that time. His corner forward never tracked him. That's a very good score for Tyrone.
That little bit of experience which Tyrone have got. Here's Alan O'Connor. 65 metres out from his own goal. Again, an opportunity to set up an attack here with Donnacha O'Connor. Trying to break the challenge there of Conor Gormley. Comes to Paul Carrigan. Coming in on the wing where he scored that goal against Donegal in the quarter-final. Fisting this one and putting it over the bar. They're level. Good work by Paul Carrigan, the Nemo Rangers player. Showing his pace. He really is a very, very fast raider here. Getting away from Davy Hart. There was no catching him. Joe McMahon feeding it forward here towards Owen Mulligan. Ever dangerous. Back once again towards the point scorer, Ryan McMenamin. This time trying to be provider. That's a poor kick. Straight to Miskala. Back it comes towards Michael Shields. Anthony Lynch. Shrugging off the injury that has certainly hampered him. A groin injury. Shields once again. Miskala. Challenge coming in from Penrose. Back towards Nicholas Murphy. Partly blocked by Hughes. Penrose in again. Well, Penrose certainly puts in an enormous amount of work over 70 minutes in any match he plays in the Tyrone colours.
Yeah, that's wonderful defensive play by both Penrose and Dooher that time. Great tackling and great, just trying to dispossess and get in the face of the Cork players.
Davy Hart hitting it long in towards Stephen O'Neill. Trying to get away from his man. Lynch is his marker. O'Neill with an almost impossible angle manages to crack it over the bar. It's a wonderful score. Stephen O'Neill, man who scored in the quarter-final for Tyrone against Kildare some 3 weeks ago, gets his first point of the match here from a reverse angle inside the right-hand post. 2 points to 1. Short kick out this time. Graham Canty hoping to exert a big influence on this semi-final. Paul Carrigan who got Cork's opening point. Down as far as Donnacha O'Connor. His marker is Conor Gormley, back in towards Canty. My goodness, he's made up some ground. Great ball inside here towards O'Neill. And O'Neill blocked and put in the back of the net by Daniel Goulding. 7 minutes are gone. Cork fans can celebrate. A lot of hard work done before it was eventually put in the net by Goulding. Watches was fisted in. Picked up here from Graham Canty by Colm O'Neill. The initial attempt was blocked down there by PJ Quinn, but it's stuck in the net by Goulding, and he really is in great goal form. That's his 6th ever championship goal, and it's his 2nd of the season. Cork come again here. Paddy Kelly now onto the right, and he's put it over the bar. Well, this is a very, very good young player, Paddy Kelly.
Yeah, again, there's a little bit of panic actually with that kick again. Pierce O'Neill made the most of it again. Kelly just calmed himself down neatly and shot a lovely point. The clear thinking, though, in the previous case from Canty, not to panic, give the ball to Colm O'Neill, who provided the assist for Goulding, was really commendable.
Well, it's the Cork fans now who are cheering the loudest, as you could imagine. But the ball is turned over by Alan O'Connor there towards Kevin Hughes. One back by Cork again. John Miskela out here to the other wing back. That's Noel O'Leary, the man from Kilnamartyra. Nicholas Murphy held on too well here by O'Connor. Up against PJ Quinn, the least experienced member of the Tyrone defence. Beautifully played into Pierce O'Neill. He's got another chance here of another score, and he fists it over the bar. Almost a trademark Pierce O'Neill score, coming through and resourcefully opting to punch it over the bar, and it's 1-3 to 2 points, Cork leading.
Yeah, but all the individual battles at the moment up front are being won by Cork. Again, Goulding is winning his battle, Kelly is doing well, Paul Kerrigan, but just watch again this goal coming back again. Good save in the first case, good opportunism, though it must be said, by Goulding. Picks a spot, shoots a fine goal.
That's 3 scores in 3 minutes for Cork. Now what is the Tyrone response? Broken in the middle of the field again by the tall Nicholas Murphy. Out as far as Paddy Kelly, young man from Ballincollig. Daniel Goulding, the goal scorer, laying it off here as far as Miskela. Scored 4 in the quarter-final, 4 points that is. Alan O'Connor. Cork all over Tyrone at this stage. Joe McMahon, ball handled on the ground. The referee John Bannon has decided, and that's the second time that a Tyrone player has been penalised. Let's look at this again here. I think the boot was coming in under it, wasn't it?
I thought the boot was under it. That's the second time again. You know, I think there's been a bad call anyway. I know it's difficult for the referee in actual time to call those accurately, but I figured that should have been play should have been let go.
Once again, it's a Cork free kick, and once again it's going to be Donegal O'Connor who will take it. This one he catches, this one he directs and puts over the bar. Going very nicely for Cork. Getting the decision there from John Bannon to take that free, and Mickey Hart and Tony Donnelly with a few headaches early on. Well, this particular kick out didn't reach a Tyrone player, and it's going to be a line ball once again. Paddy Kelly's going to take it. I notice that when Tyrone have their own kick out, they bring Dooher and they bring Penrose, the 2 wingmen essentially, into a very deep position. Hasn't really worked out for them so far, however. Colm O'Neill feeding it, holding, cracking a good one this time. It's a lovely score. Young man who starred in the under-21 championship where Cork won this year against Down in the final. That's where I thought he was trying to play the pass in. Got it himself and hit a beauty over the bar, and it's 1-5 to 2 points.
Yeah, but if you notice in that move also, Alan O'Connor and Nicholas Murphy were getting into great attacking positions, and neither Enda McGinley nor Kevin Hughes are doing their defensive duties at all for Tyrone at the moment.
Well, it's some 8 minutes now since Tyrone has managed to get a score. 6, or is it 5 scores in a row for Cork. Paul Kerrigan, huge one in. Nicely in as far as Canty. Laid off as far as Pierce O'Neill. Cork are destroying Tyrone in these early stages. That's Daniel Goulding, and it's just outside the large square. It's got to be a free in, and there's not much doubt about this one, but you just wonder about the movement, the marvellous movement of Cork in this attack, which involved O'Neill and Canty earlier on. And here's Daniel Goulding causing problems there for Justin McMahon. Yeah,
but Cork are playing a very clever game at the moment. They're moving the ball wide, they're making use of their big men, driving forward at speed. And to be quite honest with you, Tyrone aren't mobile enough, nor aren't physical enough actually with Cork up to now.
You come to the conclusion that where Graham Canty, the captain, is concerned, Martin, every chance he gets, he is going forward, joining the attack.
Yeah, but I think, again, Tyrone had hoped that Joe McMahon would actually trail him, but Joe McMahon has lost him far too often.
And Donnacha O'Connor makes absolutely sure. So 2 out of 3 for him from his frees. And another one for Cork, and so far it's going very nicely for the Munster champions, but only a quarter of an hour gone. McGinley, that's Penrose. This is a movement here and a chance for Tyrone to get a score, and it's Kevin Hughes. They're chasing after him. Nicholas Murphy's after him. Hughes is there, and Hughes puts it over the bar. That's exactly what Tyrone has needed. So the margin is eaten into 6 between them. Well, there were alarming gaps here.
Very much so, but again, he took the responsibility. Again, Canty's having a free roll. Nobody's picking up Canty whatsoever now. He was too far up the field that time to put in a defensive tackle. Hughes exploited that, but a good score for Tyrone that they badly needed.
Joe McMahon essentially is trying to keep tabs on Graham Canty. This time it's Tommy McGuigan. Playing deep. Trying to pull strings, but not with that particular pass. It's a very poor one. Well, he won't panic. They certainly don't do any kind of panic in Tyrone. That time it's Conor Gormley getting out to the ball. He's one of the leaders of this team, and having given Cork a head start, you would expect Tyrone now to roll up the sleeves, but they are missing the great leadership that Sean Kavanagh normally is able to give them.
Yeah, and they're untypically disjointed again, something I haven't seen from a Tyrone team in a while. Again, they're looking around and the confidence isn't there.
There's a steal from Gormley by O'Neill, and he's put it over the bar. Let's just look at this again here. It was in fact Goulding who got it. Daniel Goulding onto the left, and he's now got a goal and a point, but it should have been cleared by Conor Gormley. That time Nicholas Murphy was fouled. It's certainly going very much against the reigning All-Ireland champions at this stage of the match, and we're a quarter of the way in. That's across towards Goulding's corner again, battling there with Justin McMahon, supported here by Paddy Kelly. Son making a welcome appearance at Croke Park. O'Leary. Back once again it comes towards Graham Canty. Now picked up by Ray Carey. Again Goulding's involved. Comes across once more to Colm O'Neill. Trying a very ambitious shot from 45 metres out, and it's worthwhile because he's got his second point of the match. Terrific football, very patient, very deliberate, and the execution at the finish was done by one of the youngest players on the park, young Colm O'Neill, the captain of the under-21 team this year.
Well, that's a very precocious young lad. That's a wonderful goal from Colm O'Neill. Again, from a long distance out after a patient build-up, had the confidence to fire at a wonderful point, but it typifies the Cork swagger at the moment.
Penrose to collect this one and to take it forward here now. The defender committed himself. Here comes McGinley, and that's a rather crude challenge. And the referee will go across and have words there with Alan O'Connor. Could be a card for that.
Oh, definitely a card for that. That's clumsy, it's crude, and it's again unnecessary. But again, the physical element of it is there in abundance with Cork today. That showed it. And again, at this stage of the game, Tyrone need a score badly.
1-8 to 3 points. Owen Mulligan to kick. And Owen Mulligan has put it over the bar. Suited a player kicking with the right boot from that particular side of the field, and it's a score that Tyrone has badly needed. Only their fourth of the first half. 4 points in 22 minutes. Not good. And Tyrone come forward here with Joe McMahon, who's having his problems with Graham Canty. Nicely in as far as Tommy McGuigan, who moved into the inside forward line for a moment or two. That time Owen Mulligan is fouled.